And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. "23 yards on the tuck and run."
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Mounties take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Corley. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll set up to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Blues are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now back to throw. By Driver. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will McDonald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll keep it on the ground. George. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. This completes a Corley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The slot man in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Connection made to Ruckert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Blues are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Powering his way forward. Touchdown! A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Mounties will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down. It's George. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 4. Now he's loose again, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 36 yards. And the Blues have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Mounties offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially...
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. And he thinks... And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Mounties are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Owens. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for 8.
They're going to look to throw. On a gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, it's George. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The drive starts with a run by White. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Opting to run again here with White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. A handoff for Warren, and he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
The gain of 23 yards. First down, Mounties.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They run straight ahead here with White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll take it inside the 25.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Mounties, and it's coming up next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. This one is for all the marbles. It's the AFC champions and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football, and for these players, the long... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on Joe Tooney. He'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Back to the air one more time. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.